I'll just real quick. Uh, Collinsworth, like, that story that was going around. There's a story going around about Aaron Rodgers. If he gets to the Super Bowl, he's going to boycott the Super Bowl. You know that ridiculous thing, Boomer Esiason and whoever was on that little radio show they got or whatever, the podcast, whatever it is. That he had a text come through and they said, "Oh, if Aaron Rodgers comes, gets the Super Bowl, he's going to boycott it." And they're like, "It's an anonymous text, but it's a good source." He asked him, "Is this a good source?" He said, "Yes." And that's just a BS story. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers called it out on Pat McAfee's show, said it's ridiculous, it's funny, this and that. But then today, Cowherd, not Collins. I think I said Collinworth, but I don't know what I was doing. But Cowherd said, I don't watch Cowherd. I don't watch his show. I don't listen to anything he does. I just see clips from the internet. People retweet, people post, people whatever. He said today that he once got a text message, an anonymous text message about Aaron Rodgers, bad things about Aaron Rodgers. And he tracked the number, on Google, and then he tracked the address, and it was Virginia address. It wasn't a Green Bay. He doesn't think wasn't a fan, wasn't part of the team. It was probably someone in his inner circle, but he didn't use it. He thinks someone wanted him to look bad. So now his Einstein thoughts, are brewing in his head, and he thinks that Aaron Rodgers is putting these stories out there to make them look bad. So now he's blaming Aaron Rodgers, saying Aaron Rodgers told someone to text them this BS stories to make them look bad so he could discredit the media. You know what that is? You're blaming Aaron Rodgers for your own stupidity. First of all, if your source is an anonymous number that texts you, you don't have a source. That is not a source. Like, a source is someone says it to your face and says, "Hey, this is what I heard from this thing." And if they're like a trusted person, that's a source. And usually I think media people want to have more than one source for this type of stuff. And like, it's just mind-boggling to me. Like, now he's trying to blame Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers just said it. That's what Aaron Rodgers is doing. He's at home like, how can I screw with the media? Dude, just take responsibility for your own crap reporting. First of all, Cowherd's a dud. He's a bozo, bro. he has videos. Like, one day on his podcast, he's talking about Aaron Rodgers should be the MVP. The very next day, he's saying someone else should be the MVP. He just says whatever, and eventually something's going to click. You know what I mean? So, like, those type of media people are just annoying to me. And people say, "Well, you shouldn't talk about it. You just give them attention." They don't need my help getting attention. They're doing quite well on their own. And I know that that's why they do it. But it's just funny to me. The media is trash. Not all media. I'm not talking about local people. Whenever I say that, some people get upset. But like these big time media people who, are on the radio all day long and just saying stuff just to fill time. That's all it is. It's just a filler. They have nothing to talk about. They're on the radio for whatever 3-4 hours. Pat McAfee figures it out though, how to make a good production without just saying dumb crap all day. Without spewing out lies and like misinformation, like freaking. Just like, I heard this and this and that, and then just taking a little story and trying to stretch it as far as you can for content. So, yeah, I think Cowherd and everyone involved with like radio and all this stuff, take responsibility. When you, like Boomer Esiason, you screwed up. I'm not saying like people should cancel him and he should be fired. He should never work again in the business. No, but I think he should take responsibility. He should come out and say, "Hey, that was stupid." You can't have a text come through when you're live on your show or whatever and just read it and say, "Yes, that's a good source," especially about the most ridiculous story ever. Like, Aaron Rodgers is going to work this hard to get to the Super Bowl, get there, and then boycott it. And then what about his teammates, the guys who haven't got a Super Bowl, which is, I think, most of them. Mason Crosby, probably the only one. So yeah, like, he would never do that. It would be a crappy thing to do for all of his teammates. It'd be a crappy thing for him. Like, he has legacy, bro. He gets 2 Super Bowls. He matches a lot of quarterbacks with the amount of Super Bowls. Not every quarterback gets 6 or 7 Super Bowls. 2 is a good number. There's just so much on the line, like, for Aaron Rodgers. If he chose to retire, he could ride off into the sunset. He did it. Got himself another ring. He would, have more Super Bowls than Brett Favre. He would tie with Bart Starr. He would go down. He's going to anyways, but even more so, go down in Packers history. No quarterback ever would boycott a Super Bowl. That's like the goal. That's why they work. That's why they do all the things. That's why they in the off season when they're working out, when no one's watching, when they're studying film till whatever time at night, when they're doing all the work and then get all the way there and then be like, no, I don't want to play. I'm not going to play in that game. It's the most stupid thing. And the media, people who report this stuff, even people who retweet it and say, oh my goodness, Aaron Rodgers is blah, blah, blah. Like they need to take responsibility for your trash take, for your trash reporting. When you have a platform that is big, people believe you. Like what you say. They assume you're not a moron and just spewing out lies. So yes, I think that they should be ridiculed. They should be called out. They should be, anytime you screw up reporting crap, you should be called out for it. Because I'm not trashing all media. Like the local guys, I whatever. Media is important. There's a lot of good people doing it. Like 1% of it just trash, but it should be called out.